Popular girls in school are, I don't know how to really explain them. I've never really experienced too much of that, but a lot of them that I know of are very stuck up. They're very pretentious.
Actually, my entire school was nothing but these, because honestly, I live in a very rich county, and like there's a small section that's not rich, and I happen to be in that section. And the dudes would just be kind of ignore them or act like you're better than them, only when they're around. I mean, you don't have to be like your friends, oh my god, I'm so better than Barbie or whatever, but
don't let them get to you, because if you let them get to you, then they're just gonna like be getting what they want, and that really sucks if they do, because you know what, you're the person in this and you gotta be the bigger person. So if there's mean girls, just act like you don't care, even if they're talking to you behind your back and you know that they are. Just kind of, I don't know, just act like you totally don't care, even if you care a little bit. Like, just don't show it, and maybe they'll leave you alone. If they don't leave you alone,
I'm not gonna let her talk shit about me, because I'm not any different than her. And I mean, they don't really respect me, but I have no respect for them, so it's mutual.
They're not very nice. They're not nice girls. They literally think that they are better than you, which sucks, because like no one's better than anyone else. Everyone should have, you know, be equally as awesome, which a lot of people don't understand. So I don't know, but like everyone's popular in their own little clique, in their own little group. So like I don't understand when people are like, oh, they're the most popular girls in school. It's like, okay, like my school has over 4,000 people. You're not gonna have the most popular people in school. So yeah. Sleepovers to me are like timeless, I guess you could say. They're for young girls and they're for older girls.
When you're younger, it's kind of cool, because like when you're younger, it's like the idea of being away from everybody and staying up late and shit. But as you get older, it's kind of the idea that something bad's gonna happen.
I think when you're younger, it's really about like, I don't know, you can just play and do stuff with your friends, and then like
stay up all night, you know, watch cartoon movies, joke around, pillow fights, that kind of shit. But when you're older, sleepovers usually mean that you're sneaking out. That's what I've learned. So the dues for that would be like get drunk, get party, you know, all that shit. So
I think as you get older, you kind of put a lot of expectations on sleepovers. I mean, maybe you don't, but if you do, it's kind of hard to live up to. Like, it matters like how many people are gonna be over and stuff, and I mean all that kind of stuff. And it's not like it's like, I don't know, when I do it, I just plan and stuff, and I don't know, I probably shouldn't put like as much pressure in, but it's just, you know, it takes a lot of time to like set up stuff.
It's kind of funny. It's hanging out with people that you enjoy hanging out with, just like overnight. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't understand when people are like, oh, you'll outgrow those. No, you won't. Like, they're fun, because like instead of like your friends going home, they get to stay over. I don't understand why people think that's so weird too. Like, boys have them too, so like, I don't know, but it's great.
honestly, when my friends ask me to have a sleepover now, I kind of get that we're not gonna lay there and watch sappy movies unless that's been like planned because we had a major breakup or something. It usually means we're sneaking out.
There is such a difference between BFFs and friends.
I think with friends, you're not as much open, but with BFF, you can just talk about anything at like any time kind of thing.
Best friends are the people that you can trust no matter what, while friends are just people that are chill to hang out with.
Friends are the people like you casually see at school or you casually see outside and you don't really hang out with. But your best friends forever, are the ones that come over your house all the time, or you go to the movies with them often, or you just go and you hang out with them a lot. Like, there's a difference. And also, your best friends, you can tell way more things to than your friends.
So the do's would be to make sure that you always know who you trust and who you really care for, because if you trust the wrong person, it spirals out of control quickly.
Like, I feel like friends are kind of like in the judgy stage. Like, friends are judgy stage where, you know, you don't know if they're gonna judge you for things that you say or things that you do, but your best friends won't judge you. And if they do, it's just because they're joking around. Like, obviously, you know, people aren't, like, friends aren't too judgy, but what I mean is that, like, they are very, they're more, I keep saying the word judgy, and I'm sorry, but they're more judgy than your best friends, because they don't know you as well as your best friends do.
I think the fine line is, if you have friends that are really close to you, they can totally, like, be your BFF. Maybe you haven't, like, said, oh, we're best friends forever, like, that close, but maybe it's because you, like, recently just met them.
Dating your friend's ex is entirely a no. You don't touch your friend's ex, you don't do anything with him, ever. And it's just like a rule, unless you don't want to be that girl's friend anymore, because I don't care how long ago they broke up, I don't care who ended it, and I don't really give a
Maybe one, I don't know, but I don't think her friend dated her ex, so I don't think it's a good idea, because it just gets your friend, I think it would just get your friend mad, you know, she'd be like, why are you doing this, even though she's like no, if she's like your friend, you shouldn't date her ex, just no, basically.
I think it depends on how your relationship ended and what your friend thinks. Because the thing is, you never know who you truly are going to fall for. And I think it'd be so stupid if you were meant for this person and you couldn't go out with them because they're your best friend's ex. It's stupid.
If it was a mutual breakup and neither of them even care about each other, you're getting your friend's leftovers. And when another girl starts dating him, it's always, he got her leftovers. When you start dating him, you're getting my leftovers. So if you date one of my exes, you're getting my leftovers. We aren't friends anymore. Friends don't share guys. I mean, unless, like, it's a hookup. Okay, if you hooked up with the guy, it's cool. But if you're fucking, you know, dating, like, the hottest guy in school for, like, 3 months, and then your best friend hooks up with him, that's an issue. That's not okay.
Like, of course, if your best friend is still in love with them, you don't do it. Because you don't want to hurt your friend. But that's what time is there for. You give them time, you do that, you stay friends. I think it's not really too fair to you.
Like, even though it just gets stuff complicated, so, like, just don't do it. Like, unless there's, like, I don't think there would be a good reason to do it, but yeah.
YouTube friends and school friends do not mix. Don't even bring up YouTube to your school friends, because they look at you like you're fucking insane for talking to all these online people. Then proceed to ask you what you do on YouTube, which then gets completely awkward when they hear you transform your voice, and it just doesn't happen.
Some of my friends do know about some of them. They don't talk, like, they don't know who they are at all. But I do talk about them a lot. But it's like when you have, like, a class and something hilarious happens, you want to tell people. Like, who are you gonna tell? Like, on YouTube, it's like you can't really have a conversation unless you have, like, Skype. Which, like, you know, at school, if I have a funny story, like, you know, oh, my friend did this on YouTube, oh my god, she made this video, it was so funny, or, oh my god, this is so emotional, it's so great, this writing is perfect. Like, I can do that on YouTube, but it doesn't, like, I like talking. I really like talking. So it's hard to be like, oh my gosh, you know?
I think they could totally, like, as long as you're not talking about, like, oh, on YouTube, I'm talking to my friend, I'm really so glad and stuff. I mean, as long as you're not really doing, like, that, don't, like, talk about them all the time. Like, maybe if you bring them up once or twice, it's totally fine. But somehow don't talk about them over a lot. like over and over again. But I don't know. I mean, I think they could mix if they actually were there. Like your YouTube friends were like literally like right beside you, and they're like they're your friends too. But it's like they're online, and I'm not saying there's like any fake people that aren't really who they say they are, but it's like, you know, you haven't really met them yet, and I know you totally like you talk a lot, and I'm not saying you're not friends. It's just there's people you actually know in real life and people you've seen like talk to and you're really good with online. So I mean, you could totally mix if you actually like met them. You all meet each other, but
it kind of depends on how you emotionally feel about it. If you do not like that they mix, then don't do it. But if you're like okay with it, that's fine. Like I know there's some people who are really confident in it, and I'm not at all, like at all. But there are some people who are really confident in mixing their friends together, and like that's great. Like but there are some people who are just like, you know, this is my double life. It's like a Hannah Montana thing, you know, Hannah Montana. It's a double life. It's pretty much that's how I think of it. It's like a kind of like that.